question words to study in depth. This is a very, very good study technique which will help you. And this study formula has helped hundreds of students to study very well in a short amount of time. What are these question words? First thing is, you know that in English we have question words, right? We have studied in school who, where, when. So these words are basically words where we ask questions. What, correct? How, which. These are what we call as question words. So how do we use the question words to study in depth in any subject, especially company law subject or a corporate law subject, company secretary subject which you are studying? The study formula relating to question words is that whenever you study anything from your textbook or your material or any particular reading material, you need to ask these questions. That way you are going to go in depth. Let me show in a very small and brief manner how this works. So let us take for example meaning and definition of a company. Okay, what will we usually do? We just read the entire material and that's all. We don't do anything more than that. But when we adopt question words to study in depth, what we need to do is once we read it, we need to ask questions. For example, here it says the word company is derived from Latin word and it is originally referred to as association of persons who took meals together. Then they go on to say that company form of organization has assumed great importance. When they form business relations, they form a company. In popular parlance, company or firm denotes an association of like minded people and for any business for that matter. Then in the next paragraph, they say it is called a body corporate because of persons who are composing it and they form one body and they incorporate it. Right? Then further they're telling some things like a company is incorporated by special act of parliament or to the company law, and they've given some example like LIC is special act of parliament and other companies like Tata, Reliance, these are formed under company law. So we just read this, but we never understood this in depth. We need to go deep if we have to understand law, especially company law. So how do we use question words? So when we have read this, just now I read this paragraph, we need to ask questions. For example, what is a company? Correct? So I will go deeper into it and then I'll understand. Then, for example, here it says it is called a body corporate. So what is a body corporate? Why should we know what is a body corporate? Who is a body corporate? Where is a body corporate registered? Which type of companies are called as body corporate? So when you ask your questions, you have a deep desire to learn more, right? Then you will go further. They are telling something like incorporated company is having its existence. So how does a company come into existence? By way of incorporation, right? This is just an example for the paragraph which we have beforehand. So this way, no matter what you study, as and when you're studying, after every paragraph, please put these questions in your mind. Who, what, where, when, why, what, which. And you can even add how many, how often, how many is a derivation of again how. But just because it is important, I'm just telling you. For example, how many over here, how many types of registration is there? One is special act, one more is by company law, right? Then we have which section is relating to incorporation of company. So like that, when you ask questions, you will be probed to go deeper, look at other material, then refer probably the bare act or refer the notes or refer the video classes and ask the questions to your teachers. So all this is triggered by the way of questions. So questions help us in triggering curiosity, right? And when you have curiosity, you will ask these questions and you want to learn more, you want to go in depth into the concept. And most importantly, when you're studying with question words, especially when you're feeling bored, you will never ever feel bored. You will always find it interesting. Some of the main benefits of using question words when you're studying is, first thing is you will be able to focus more, because as and when you're reading, you are having these questions in your mind, and after you read a paragraph you are asking questions, correct? That way you are going to focus more, and you will not be having a wavering mind. You are not going to just sleep off, or you are not going to have less concentration. Your concentration will be high. Second, most importantly, you can go deep into any concept because you want to know more, because you're asking these questions: who, where, when, why, what, how, which. So you're asking questions which helps you to go deeper and you want to learn more. Then you can connect with other similar concepts. So when we are studying, for example, you are relating to company, you can always connect it to, okay, how is a LLP incorporated? What is a LLP? How did we get the concept LLP? So like that you will be able to connect with other similar concepts if you use the formula of question words. Then most importantly, which I want you to know, is learning will be very fun. You will not feel sleepy when you study, because after every para you are asking these questions, and to find the answers you're going deeper, you're asking the teacher, you're watching the video classes, and you're going fully in depth of every single concept. Okay, and the most and fifth important benefit of this formula is you learn different angles to every concept. This is very, very important. As a company secretary, your job is an advisor. You are advising the board of directors. A board of director position is very, very high. If you want to advise the board of directors, you should know how every concept has different angles to it, and you can analyze everything and give the best advice or the best suggestion. That is why please use the question words to study in depth. And in Ekcel Academy's mentorship program, it is compulsory for each one of the student to study with question words. And when you study with question words, as I told you, it will not only be very fun and exciting and motivating, but you will also understand the concept in complete detail with full in-depth analysis. So these are the question words. If you have any questions about the question words, please do let me know. For more such information, please ask anything which you want, and use the scientifically proven study techniques. You will do well in your exams.